What's going on, UFC fans? In today's episode, we're going to break down a couple little clips of the Beneil Dariush Charles Oliveira fight. I thought Beneil Dariush was going to be way better than he was. At the jump of the fight, you could see by their body language that Beneil Dariush was fighting a little bit scared. He was on the fence pretty much the entire fight. He was able to get Charles down to the ground, but he was completely ineffective. And then when they got back to their feet, Charles was able to smoke him and get the finish. All right, so we're going to break down this first clip here. Check it out. All right, he has really good top pressure, right? He's trying to pass into half guard, but Charles Oliveira's ground game is so slick that Beneil Dariush is constantly in danger. He's grabbing arms. He's looking for leg locks. He almost had one there. He almost had a heel hook here. Oh, he almost has it. So Beneil Dariush learned really quickly that being on top of Charles Oliveira is not necessarily the best place he wants to be. He was trying to, work that ground and pound, but his arms and legs were super vulnerable there. And I don't know, Beneil Dariush, even in the beginning of the fight when Buffer was announcing them, you could just see that Charles Oliveira was so comfortable in there. I thought Charles was going to be a little gun-shy, considering he just lost to Islam. But, man, he came out absolutely guns blazing. And let's check out this end sequence here, guys. Boom! He was landing those leg kicks so effectively in the fight. Let's go back and see that again. Boom! Look at that shot. See, his back up against the fence, he's in a lot of trouble there, right? And man, look at that little back fist. Everything was just so slick. Beneil was just so... Look how off balance he is. He's so off balance. And look how well positioned Charles Oliveira is. Bang, here's that head kick. It's absolutely incredible. Let's go through it in slow-mo. He parries that. He parries the jab. Comes through with the right hand. That gets Beneil Dariush off balance, right? He parries with the left hand to get the jab in. He's wiping his right jab away. And then he comes across with the right jab of his own, and that sets up this head kick. He thinks that shot's going to the body. Look, both the hands go down, and boom! It sneaks right up top there. This transition from Charles Oliveira is absolutely flawless. Beneil Dariush rolls to his back. Look how Charles Oliveira is positioned, right? He is in a great spot to continue to land that ground and pound. Because Beneil Dariush was trying to go for the leg, and then he rolls to his back to try to... What his mistake was, from this bottom position, Beneil Dariush has to grab arms. And look how free both his arms are. Oliveira has his legs controlled with his legs. And watch this. Beneil Dariush does not grab... He tries to grab an arm, but he just can't do it. He's just out of position. Boom! Big shot there, but were completely unnecessary. He was already out after that left hammer fist. But everything Beneil Dariush tried to do on the ground, Charles Oliveira had an answer for. And, God, Charles Oliveira must hit like a goddamn truck because he puts people down in every fight. He hurt Chandler. He hurt Gagey. He hurt Poirier. I mean, he hurts all these guys bad. And for the first time in a long time, Charles Oliveira didn't get clipped. And he really exposed Beneil Dariush's striking. His striking, in watching the tape into the lead up to this fight, we saw that Beneil Dariush got hit a lot. He got smoked by Barbosa. He got smoked by Close. He definitely is a guy who takes punches. And Charles Oliveira is a guy you can't take punches from and expect to be able to stay in the fight. Charles is way too strong. His striking is way too crisp. And we see that Beneil Dariush might not be at the levels. And so what's next for these guys? Charles Oliveira is probably going to fight Islam unless Poirier or Justin Gaethje goes out and smokes one another in complete historic fashion. Because Islam has said he doesn't necessarily want to fight Charles again. He wants to fight somebody new, and he hasn't fought Islam hasn't fought Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier. So it's still up in the air what's going to happen. But man, Charles Oliveira's comeback performance was incredible. I thought there was going to be a little bit of hangover from the loss from Islam, but he came out like an absolute goddamn killer. Kudos to you, Charles. I'm happy for you. And I think you deserve this fight no matter what happens between Poirier and Justin Gaethje. I think you should be the next one to fight him in Abu Dhabi sometime this summer or maybe in the early fall. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think's next for Charles Oliveira, and what do you think's next for Beneil Dariush? I think Dariush should fight someone like Fiziev maybe, or maybe if Chandler doesn't fight Conor McGregor, then that Chandler-Beneil Dariush fight makes a lot of sense. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next fight.